That's the first thing you have to acknowledge now. In other words, while you are studying here in UPM, either doing your first degree or your master's, if you ask me, the trick is to be interested in everything here, in this life, in this world of UPM. Everything you must be interested. Yeah? Just now Dr. Rosha was telling me the fact that people today, students of today, are more concerned about passing their exams. Right? I don't know whether to encourage you this or not, but when I was studying last time, there was the least concern. There was the least concern. Yeah? You were having fun. They enjoy our studies, yes. They enjoy the assignment, yes. But as long as they pass, get through, that's good enough. Yeah? So what happened was we are busybody. We are busy bodies. And until today, whenever I come across communication students, I always give them this advice. The first thing that you all must have, the characteristics of you must have to become successful later in your profession. While you are doing your studies, you must be busybody. Simple advice. Simple advice. Busybody. You must be busybody. You must know what's happening in campus. You must know who gives lectures, who comes, any dignitaries from overseas come. You must know what kind of events are happening. Any other faculties you must know. While I was in ITM, I was sharing some experiences with Dr. Rosha. We had our own newspaper, in ITM. The students themselves got to go out and collect stories. Yeah? And it's not only confined to journalism students, it's open to all the students in mass communication. So that's how they become busybody. Yeah? Busybody doesn't mean the way we understand it. Yeah? Kacau sana, kacau sini, gossip sana, gossip sini. No, that's not what I mean. The attitude of busybody here is you must be aware and you must be on site. You must move your physical body from point A to point B. Not just hearing things, not just hearing what people say. Yeah, it's easy when you sit down, get a coffee or tea and you talk you quote from other people's stories and whatnot, easy, and you know the story. No, as communication students, that is not qualified. You must be there. You must be at the place. Yeah? So that you know what to report. Now, this attitude of busybody, for example, yeah, is useful when you start work. As a PR, man. PR, I'm sure if I were to ask the ladies here, those who major in corporate com, the first thing they look forward for any job they want to go for is PR officers, right now? Or corporate com officers. Yeah? It's natural. Yeah? Because you are very important. But how can you be important if you are never moving around? You are always stuck to your table. You don't socialize. Yeah? You don't bother to want to know about other things, other places. Yeah, you must know. That's why while you are studying, you must be involved in this. Yeah? Of course, you can call it other names, not being busybody, not busybody as busybody. Yeah? You get yourself involved in every issue. Yeah? So that is PR. Yeah? Now what I am about to touch is the communication scope, so that you are aware. PR. The other one is media relations. You must know about media relations. Now I know I'm aware of the title. Yeah, I am the one who gives this title of this talk. Yeah, to excel as a practitioner in communication. Yeah. But the reason why I'm telling you all this because these are the kind of things, the kind of shortcomings that I observe. Yeah? Things that are not in place with people who call themselves as communication officers or PR officers. Okay, public media relations, for example. Now, you call media relations. You must be visible to know people from the various media, from the various newspapers. Yeah. Even today, among my junior officers, I noticed. Yeah. Once you got a job, you people get a job in any organization, and you are so comfortable in the aircon, in your desk, that you don't move around. So this is where the busybody element comes in. You must find time to build rapport with the media, with the reporters. And today there are so many media. And we have people like Swiss Times, even in the media Prima, we have Swiss Times, we have Vidya Haran, we have Metro and others. Then we have Star, we have what else? So there are many newspapers. Can you imagine that eventually this becomes your responsibility? Yeah, to know people from the various media groups. Because if you don't know any one of them, then when the time comes for you to organize events, yeah, and you need to get publicity, this is where you fail. Yeah, this is where you fail. So the media relation is something that is not just, it's not journalism. Yeah, it's not about journalism. It's about the relationship that you have to inculcate and you have to build. And the next one is publications. Yeah. These are the things that I'm telling you now so that you know, employees expect you to know. The question for me to you is whether you know all the stuff or not. Do you know that these are part of your job? If I were to make a survey now, I'm sure half of you wouldn't know. Yeah, you know what is publication, you know it's magazine, you know printing, for example. But you are expected to know more than that. Yeah? You are expected to know the issues concerning publication, for example. The technical things about publication, for example. Yeah? So that either you are involved in publication work for your company, or you work for a publication companies. Yeah. So these are the things. Again, when I was in my college, yeah, we are exposed to all these works while we are studying. Yeah. So that when you start work, as I was telling Dr. Rosha just now, we can start work from the first day, on the spot. Yeah. The minute you come to work and report, yeah, and you have any projects, you can start doing the projects there and there. You don't need people to guide you. You don't need so-called generalization. Even though your title may be what they call as just a training, but you can function. So publication is one big aspect of corporate communication that you have to look up for, and you must know. Then the other thing that is very interesting is events management. I'm telling you all this scope so that you are aware. So that you don't just look up for jobs like PRO or communications officers, yeah? So these are the things that is relevant to you actually. But only that you are not prepared for those things. And when you are not prepared for all those things, when there is such an opportunity, ada peluang pun, you tak boleh grab. Because you think, firstly you think it's not relevant to your profession. Secondly, worst reason is you don't know anything about it. Betul? You don't know anything about it. So guys, people, you've got to get involved in all these things, yeah? Event management is very interesting thing. Yes, very simple thing. I think today everyone will know what is event management. Yeah? But the thing that we as practitioners are concerned is about whether you can organize such events or not. Yeah? And the scale of the events. And all the issues involved in the events, you must be aware. And of course, physically, you must be of the right type to run the event, physically. When it comes to physically, you may think that it's a bit strange, but physically it's important because if you are, firstly, for example, you are not fit, you are not healthy, you cannot be running around. to manage event. Then secondly, if you are a bit on the weak side, yeah, if you find it limiting to your skill in running the event. So these are the issues that you have to be involved. And before what, even if you apply for jobs that is in event management companies, yeah, I'm talking about situation now, people. We have so many universities in the country now, private and public, and every universities in the country are offering communication studies. So can you imagine what kind of job opportunities out there for you? You have to compete. Yeah. So along the way, you come across such advertisement for this kind of jobs, and you people may not think that's relevant. I'm telling you, this is where you people make the first mistake. Actually, it is relevant. It is relevant, and it's something that you can apply. Yeah, and it's something that the university should be preparing you for. Okay, events management. All this scope actually is a big title on its own, for which it may take me many hours to elaborate. Yeah, but now I'm just going through quickly. The other one is employee relations, which is simple. Yeah, is equivalent to HR, human resource. Yeah, human resource. So even though you are not trained in human resource, yeah, but it's something that you can apply, and it's relevant to communication. Yeah, it's matter of interviewing people and knowing people. And the other aspect is crisis management. Yeah, some positions specified. They want officers who are good in crisis management. Crisis management. This again is a big topic, but something that you must be familiar with. Yeah. So these are the primary scope of communication. Very direct, and I think most of you know is relevant to communication. But what you may not know is what I call this group as alternative functions of communication. Yeah, like advertising, for example. Advertising is different, yeah, but it is relevant to communication for you people. Yeah. If there is an advertisement for advertising executives, you can apply. Go ahead and apply. But you don't apply to become a graphic artist. Graphic artist is a different field altogether. What you can apply, sometimes in a lot of advertisement they will mention, they want accounts executive. Accounts executive. Yeah. Now, if you are not doing advertising, you wouldn't know what accounts executive is. You may think they are accounting executives. No, it is not. It is account servicing. It's not nothing to do with accounting. Yeah? And it is very interesting job. In fact, my advice to undergraduates, yeah, if you have the opportunity to serve or to work in advertising agencies, go ahead. That should be your first choice, because life in advertising agency is crazy. Crazy, yeah. Because they are agencies, they have a lot of clients, and sometimes big agencies, they are involved in big projects, and with a very tight deadlines. Yeah, and the scope of advertising is not just advertising. Some of them does PR, some of them are very involved in publications and whatnot. So under one roof, you can learn all those things. So the minute you go and work for a client, later on, basically all the issues that I mentioned just now is all covered, and you are by then very experienced. Yeah. So advertising agencies. Any questions so far? Then the other one is broadcasting, which is self-explanatory, journalism, customer service, sales, branding, merchandising. These are the things that is relevant to communication. Now, those are the things relevant to communication, relevant to work, relevant to your studies. But the big question is, how relevant is your studies to work? How relevant? I don't know. Unless and until I get hold of your of your syllabus, yeah, I can comment. Only then I can comment. And even then, I must also know the content, how it's being structured, whether practice or practical application content is good or not in all those subjects. Yeah, how relevant? How relevant are those theories and concepts that you have learned in your work as a communication practitioner? For master's students, I want to share with you one reality that dawned on me when I did my master's program. When I did my master's program, I was something like you. Yeah, the need to improve your qualification, right? Those people who raise their hands yourself because you got your first degree, you are working comfortably, and yet you want to pursue your masters. So what makes you want to do your masters? Simple. You want to improve your qualification. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah. And one advantage is that along the way you know what you are studying in your master's program and what you are doing in your is very different. And sometimes, or rather most times, irrelevant, you may think. But for me, it's different. Because I've been practicing so many years, and when I did my master's and exposing to the theories again, because maybe by then I would have forgotten what I studied in my first degree, it becomes so refreshing. And I could understand my work better. Yeah? But for the undergraduates, ini 90% of you, yeah? Is it 90%? Undergraduates, can you please raise your hands? Oh, okay, 50%, 40%? Okay. I want you to pay attention. Please, people, I know, I work with students before. Just like now, yeah? Lecturer asks you come, you come. You don't come, lecturer remember you get C. Lecturer remember the regular basis, okay lah, A dalam tangan. Yeah? I always tell people, jangan skip classes because lecturers have good memories. First thing. Yeah? Okay. Undergraduates, please remember, pay attention to concepts and theories. Because that is the very root, that is the root of your success later on. Root of your success. I know, yeah, as I mentioned just now, most of you are more concerned about getting A. Okay, in this case, it's relevant because in order to get A, you must memorize the theories. You must memorize the concept. But that is not enough. You must understand. You must understand. Yeah. Now, I am where I am today. Guys, people, boys and girls. I hope one day I'll see some of you, if not all of you, to be what I am today, if not better. Yeah. Because I come across certain definitions when I was doing my first degree, and I was very passionate about the definition. For example, yeah, and this explains why I'm different as a person, and maybe along the way you will explain why your organization also different. Because first you are influenced by your studies, and later when you start work, you slowly influence the organization that you work with. Okay, this particular definition. Okay, how many of you major in PR? PR, populations. Come on, just like most of you want to become PRO. Ada kan? Now you're scared, yeah? I know. What is the definition of PR? For example, I want to share with you. Just as I told Dr. Razak Dali, in public bank, yeah, if you want to join my department, after being shortlisted by HR, they will send you to me. Yeah? he must do the right thing all the time. When you do all the right thing all the time, you minimize. There will be people talking about you. There will be people talking bad about the organization. But when you assess it, it's not valid. So you are not worried. You get me? It's only if there's some truth in it. Yeah? For example, if the grapevine says there's abuse in the company, you are in the management, you are an officer in the organization, and this is very sensitive. Yeah? And it involves one of your bosses. So what do you do? What do you do? You deny it? It's valid. If it's valid, it's valid. Yeah? So, as a PR person, as a communication person, then you've got to bring out the matter to your management. Yeah? So that they're aware that this matter is now a topic of discussion behind their back, behind our back. Yeah? So that they correct the situation immediately. Okay? So what I am propagating is do the right thing all the time. Yeah? Unfortunately, and today in how is that? You are recording my statement. I hope you censored my statement. Unfortunately today, yeah, Malaysian business, there's a lot of things that's not right. Not right. Setuju tak setuju ni? Such as? Okay, whatever, ya. Banyak perkara yang tak betul. Ya. And the sad part is all this is committed by management people. Small people cannot do anything. Big people. Yeah, this is sad thing. And you have this issue, confrontation issue. Yeah, whether what can you do? At the end of the day, is if you are very strong about the issue, you have to resign. That is the last option, and that's the only option left to you. Then you have to do it. Yeah, because today Malaysian business landscape is very. I was talking to one Masali yesterday, one consultant, one media consultant. And when I asked about business, he's scared to talk. Yeah? He's scared to talk. Because he was asking me, what is it, Polybank? How do you, what's the size of Polybank today? Polybank today, boys and girls, I don't know if you are in business, some of you are working in business company. Polybank today is regarded, is the largest non-GLC company in Malaysia. GLC. You know what GLC? Government linked company. Yeah. Yeah. We are happy. We have Petronas. We are happy. We have all sorts of companies. Yeah. But I have my views on GLCs. Yeah. Yeah. Especially the fact that some people don't know how to behave. Management people don't know how to behave in GLCs. Yeah. They think the company is just, for example, which is wrong. Yeah, and that's why you see mismanagement or abuse and inefficiencies and whatnot. And all this is created because of management policies, basically. And what are we? Who are we to correct it? Yeah, you're against the system. The system is you are one out of in management. The entire board, they can't do anything. Yeah. So for Polybank, we are independent. Yeah. Okay, let me proceed. Communication skills. Communication skills. This aspect I want you people to be. Maybe the lecturers, some of you are lecturers here. Please, I wish the faculty can spend more time to ensure that the students speak well, speak convincingly, speak persuasively, because most of the time, your job is to sell ideas. Yeah? Sell ideas. Or to reject arguments. And it is important also because it exudes public confidence. Whether people are confident for the company or not, they believe in the company or not, if you are not able to speak well, you are not able to write well, yeah? If you write letters that is full of grammatical mistake, for example, then you are not giving a good reflection. Yeah? So please, yeah? Today we have a big issue on this matter because of the poor usage of English, for example. Yeah, you are talking about private sector. You ask me private sector. The medium of language is still English, people. Private sector. Yeah, in the government public service is all DM. Okay. So, but please, you are not preparing yourself to join the government, right? Betul tak? Not necessary, yes. Yeah. But I think there's no harm if right now, somehow, I did mention to Dr. Rosie one time that there must be a program where if your level of English, for example, is 5/10 upon joining the university, somehow you must make sure that it is 8 or 9/10, if not 10/10 upon graduation. Yeah, you must have that kind of desire. Yeah, to produce graduates who can speak well, yeah, and proficient in English. Yeah. Okay. Along this line, I'd like to share with you one way out. Yeah, to improve if this is your weakness. If this is your weakness, yeah. How many of you? How many? Jangan segan-segan dengan saya, ya. How many of you di antara kamu semua yang anggap diri kamu lemah dalam bahasa Inggeris dan tidak begitu baik dalam komunikasi skills? Apa nak buat sistem ni macam universiti ni, macam sekolah ni, macam. So I said, look, if I go to the master center, I ask, I want English speaking, Masus. Bos tak ada. Now they can hang lagi je. Yes, no, can. Thank you, can. Kan tak boleh. Ya, apa bahasa ni? But when you do your master for 1 hour or 2 hours, yeah, you tend to want to talk, yeah. So when you go in, this channels, yeah. Do you know, no? From my personal experience, 80% to 90%, the way they speak, even though they are captains or their boss kata they can speak English, they can speak. And the way they speak, Indonesia, dia macam American Indonesia. Yes. No, I'm not encouraging you to go there. After you want to go. Saya tengok. Lagi satu, this my personal experience juga. I like to when communicate. I like to. I mean, somebody say this girl doesn't know. You know what she did, or not? You know what she did, huh? She took out her handphone. Kita fikir je masa je dia ngomel-ngomel kan, talking to the boyfriend orang. No. I don't know what she's doing lah. Then she asked, boss, this right word lah. You know what she did? She go into dictionary, she check for the word there and then. Ni master ni. Bukan kelas macam ni. Tapi yang buat dia dah want to ask you, how many of you have a dictionary apps in your handphone? Angkat kan? Bohong ni. Good. In fact, kata saya, Puan Rosha, wajibkan all students, you must have your dictionary in your handphone. So simple. Yeah. So you pun nak cari pun susah. Macam-macam you can download tapi dictionary tak ada. Ada apa? And dictionary, for example, the Webster Merriam dictionary is very good, yeah. They give you the pronunciation, they give you the synonyms, they give you the antonyms, and the what? No? Okay, for those of you who consider yourself, bukan kata lemah, tidak. Those people who raise their hands, anda bukan lemah. Bila anda angkat tangan tadi, when you raise your hand just now, you are not telling me you are weak in your English or you are weak in your communication skills. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not. What you are telling me is that, sir, I want to improve my English and I want to be better in my communication. Right now? Yeah. Okay, yang lain tu tak tahu lah. Okay, I know all of you are like that. Okay, if you are not, be like that. Okay, you must have that. Because kita dengan diri kita, ni intra communication. Kita dengan diri kita, within ourselves. You cannot lie. This is one issue that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, you must know your limitation. You must know your deficiency. You must know your weaknesses. Yeah, it's only then you can improve. Only then you can move forward. Okay, communication skills. Lagi satu, ya, relevant to communication skills that you must have. Apa dia? Writing skills. Yeah, writing skills. You must be good in your writing. Most often, bukan most often lah, sometimes 50% lah, they're good in communication English, verbal communication, but they're bad in their writing communication. Ya, betul tak? Because when it comes to writing, especially English, dia ada protokol dia, ada grammar dia. Ini yang saya nak tekankan kepada pihak universiti. Saya rasa mungkin, ya, Puan Aisyah, yang salamkan kepada ibu dekan. Tapi saya rasa, why not? Walaupun kita dah dewasa, nothing to stop us from going back into the standard 5. My time lah dulu, standard 5 to standard 6 je, and learn back what the grammar of the English. Actually it's easy to learn. Ya, kita dah adapt, kita dah faham konsep, kita dah faham. Then you learn the grammar. Once you learn the grammar, that is half the battle won. First, the grammar. Second is the spelling. Spelling sekarang saya dah kasih you trick to the end, because you got your handphone. Ya, no excuse ya. Sekarang no excuse for wrong spelling. You see people, this is very important because we are in the business of communication. We are in the business of corporate communication. We are in the publication world, and the publication work. Yeah, your job is to do publications, newsletter, report writing, memos, and how can you do a good job when you make mistakes here and there? Faham tak? And that is the first step for management, for your bosses to rate you, in the first 1 year or 3 years, whether you have good communication skills, both spoken and writing, especially the writing side. Yeah, please improve on this. Yeah, because most of the time we write, proposals, memos, reports, minutes, and we have to read fast. Yeah, so you overcome this, become your assets, and you are halfway through victory. Yeah, through emerging to become a very good communicator. The other skills that you must have, organizational skills. Ini skill to organize things, events and whatever. Yeah, okay. For example, okay, you even external talk like this, or next one you may want to organize whatever launch, product launch, press conference, and eventually you will be asked to organize mega projects. Saya belum, I have not done anything that's mega yet. In fact, I'm looking forward to be given a chance to one day be given the honor of organizing the Merdeka Parade, for example. Tetapi saya punya function quite mega, corporate function. For example, my dinner. Recently, my annual dinner, the dinner, what you call the capacity is 4,000 people, 4,000 orang. So when you say 4,000 orang, in your opinion, apa susah kasih makan kan? You think. If only I can show you my video on projects, how I do my dinner. Because my dinner is like a concert. And for your information, the budget of dinner is close to 2 million. 2 million ringgit. Food saja, for example, satu meja 1,007. Satu meja is 10 packs. So when I mention to you the amount, is to give you an idea, the extent or the extensiveness of the event, and what it needs to fill up, the content of the evening. You have to do all sorts of things. For some of you who have visited what you call Mines Convention Center, Mines. Tahu tak Mines Convention nearby? Actually, it's a convention center very empty, nothing. We convert the whole convention center into a ballroom, proper ballroom.
So can you imagine we have to bring in our genset, we bring in the lighting, we bring in we put in the red carpet. You must have this kind of exposure, yeah? Because your job, you don't know what kind of company you will be working with, yeah? For all you know, one day your company will ask, hey, I want to organize an exhibition. Macam ni sekarang bila Car of the Year exhibition bila? Tomorrow what? Car of the Year exhibition at Madrid. So guys, one way to learn while you are studying, you can organize, yes. Whenever there's exhibition or big activities, free ones, yeah, go, pergi tengok. Even what you call concerts, go. But you punya concern should not be, for example, concert. It's not just listening to the music and to the performance. No, your concern should be to wanting to know how such big events being organized. Yeah, the various components involved. For example, yeah, the lighting, the upper. Because when you go and attend this such big concert, you find wow, very interesting, perfect. The only comment is bagus tak bagus dia. Tapi you as communication students tak boleh. You must rate those events more than that. Yeah, you must see whether dia punya security bagus, dia punya parking bagus, dia punya toilet bagus, all those things. Yeah, this is what I mean by organizational skills. Yeah, and I hope the university will one day organize such big functions where all the students are involved. Yeah, so that you get the exposure. Yeah. Then the other thing that you must have is what we call social skills. Now, social skills. This is the ability to interact with all levels of people. Now, social skills. Yeah. For some of you who comes from middle class families, I think you are well exposed because you travel a lot, you mix a lot. Yeah. But those of you who aren't, this is one aspect that you must improve. Yeah. I, for one, when I started my career, I was from one kampung in Muar. So when I come to Shalam, yeah, it's a strange experience. Yeah, it's a strange time to meet friends, mix with friends, make friends. Yeah. But in your job as communication personnel, you must have the social skills. Yeah, you must be sociable. When I say social skills, sociable, I know it's what some of you are thinking is just going to clubs, yeah, and to clubs or to wedding function, yeah, gathering. No, it's not that. It is your personality. The fact that you need to approach people, call people, yeah. These are the people that you don't know, yeah. Or these people can be big shots, yeah. These people can be even prime ministers or ministers or what, yeah. And you have to handle them. These are social skills, yeah, I'm talking about. So there's a lot of things that you need to what you call to be familiar with. Next on my list is the presentation skills. Presentation skills, yeah. How to present? Because most of the time, as a practitioner, as a communication practitioner, you'll be involved in presentation. Especially just now I mentioned about advertising, right? So half of the time you are involved in presenting projects to do your ideas to your client. Challenge here is to do something that is different, that is good, that is cheap maybe. Yeah, that's how I do things. Yeah, and you must be creative. Yeah, you must be creative. Because you may think that whatever ideas that you have is so great, but actually it's being done by other people. One, the greatest fear is that your competitor have done a better job, better event. The next skills that you must have, this is very important. In fact, all are important. Planning skills. Planning. How to plan. Okay, students, you are students. You practice it from now. Practice it from now. Whatever you want to do, you plan. You plan your time, you plan your activities, so that you get to do everything within that short span of time. Yeah. Planning skills, and then control skills, how to control. Yeah. When you organize events, it's not just getting the money from your management, organize the event, and that's it. Yeah. Everything become a disaster if you don't have controls or good controls. So you must have control skills. Yeah. Negotiational skills. Yeah. The art of negotiation. Yeah. You must be good in negotiational skills. Yeah. Now, I am quite notorious in the bank. Yeah. When it comes to negotiation among my vendors. Yeah. Because we spend so much. Yeah. We spend so much, and we have to make sure that we don't waste unnecessarily. Yeah. We must make sure that people don't take advantage of us. Yeah. So you must negotiate well. But how can you negotiate if you don't know your stuff? How can you? Yeah. So the thing is, you must know your stuff. You must know every aspect of your job or other people's job. Like I said just now, busybody, right? You must even know the vendor's job. Even if, for example, you are buying a projector, for example. Yeah? Because it involves your presentation and whatnot. So boss said, okay, go ahead and buy the projector. But you didn't just go to a shop and be convinced by a demonstrator or the vendor salesman and whatnot and come back and that's it. No. Yeah? Even you decided that's the best product, that's the best brand, that's the best model, but you have to move around and check what kind of deals you can get. The package, for example, yeah? The service, for example. These are the things that make your decision more economical. The other skills that is necessary for you to succeed, yeah, is the multitasking skills. Multitasking skills, yeah. Now, I mentioned to you just now, I was not just a communication person, but I was also a banker. Yeah, I was also a branch manager for the bank, 4 branches, and also given the honor of setting up the second overseas branch in Sri Lanka. Okay? But that is possible because I am always excited about new assignments, new challenges. And I believe that I can do. And this also because I enjoy multitasking. Yeah? So guys, don't you think, yeah, that you are in communication, your life is going to be just like this. One thing for sure, if it's going to be that way, then your life is very boring. Very boring what? Come on, you are going to work for 40 years or 35 as long as mine. So what happens? 35 is just doing PR work, just doing your what? Broadcasting work. That's why sometimes people leave for other jobs. Eventually they become business and whatnot, yeah. So when people give a new assignment, when bosses give you a new assignment, yeah, always take the assignment positively. That is the first route to improve your multitasking. Don't ever tell your boss, sir, I'm sorry, I don't know about this job. Sir, I'm scared. Sir, I'm not prepared for this assignment. You can't say all those things. Yeah? Okay, any questions so far? So these are the list, the long list of essential skills that you must have. Yeah? I know you are doing your first degree, you're doing a master's, and your lecturers and professors have given you all the various what you call theories and concepts, yeah. But those are the things to relate to those things that I mentioned to you just now. Yeah, when you are in action, yeah. But if you don't have those skills that I've identified, or you're weak in those skills areas, then I'm sad for you. Yeah. So look into those matters and improve.
Excuse me, sir.
Yep.
My name is Natasha Prina. I'm a final year student.
Final year of?
Master student.
Master student, right?
Just a little bit of not asking questions, but pointing out what you said just now. More on giving opinions. As you mentioned about improving writing and speaking skills, I'm talking from the experience of being teacher to tell our students.
You?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So when you say
Teaching what subject, may I ask? English? Yeah, good.
Okay. Alright. So when you say that the university should give the opportunity to the students to speak and write in terms of their
To give
assignments.
lectures,
Well, I
to
believe
teach
that
students, yeah, to improve their English. Because I know there is such a program in English and what, yeah, I have a daughter who has friends who specialize in English education, for example. So there's such a program. So it's possible, Yeah, it's possible. I think you yourself may have a lot of anecdotes or experience to share as to a person from very big level become a person who can speak well, that kind of thing. So you have that kind of experience, and you can template it here. Yeah, if the university wants. Yeah, if you ask me, you should volunteer. Yeah, yeah, you should volunteer. And if there's such a class, if I may ask, if we have your name again? Tani. Nani. Okay. If I can convince Nani, for example, boys and girls, if I have Nani, for example, I can convince her to organize a workshop, a weekly workshop, improving English. Simple. How many of you would like to participate or attend? Ada tak? So things like that, yeah. Okay. That is one. I think this is one thing that I think the country, not UPM or the industry, the problem is a universal problem in our country. I'm very critical about this deficiency, especially if it's committed by big corporations. But to me, the worst sin if it's committed by the government. I don't know whether some of you are aware. Was it last year? There was a big story about a leaflet. About leaflet, yeah, leaflet. Siapa? Toin, Mescom or communication. Must be done by communication person. Leaflet done by the Ministry of Tourism, and it's being distributed all over the country. And this particular case, it was spread in China because there was a big event in China last year. And the English was atrocious. The English was so bad, everything is bad. The official leaflet by the Ministry of Tourism of this country by the name of Malaysia, yeah, and distributed in China. It became a big scam, yeah. So this is the one big issue. Yeah, I'm very passionate about this. To me, it can be rectified. It can be improved. Okay. On the second issue, your issue just now about you and the system. Yeah. To me, as a person, as an individual, as a citizen, as a human being, we function by these two things. One is be ourselves, and the other one is the system. Yeah. We cannot control the system. The system is such. So to me, in this case, we implement the system here, whereby people can improve their English. And for those people who want to improve themselves, these are people with initiative. I'm not worried about people with initiative. Yeah, in fact, this is my list. This is what we call proactive people. Yeah, they know what is lacking, they know what needs to be done, they go and do it. I don't have problem with these people. Yeah. This is what I want to see in all the university students. Yeah, they are proactive people. Yeah, but if that is on their own, it's still not sufficient. There must be a system to support it. This is what I meant just now. Yeah. Okay. What I shared to you just now is the crux. The crux. Yeah. What it takes to be successful in your communication profession. But I would say that it's not only relevant to communication, but it's also relevant to whatever you want to do or whatever you want to become. Okay, let me just quickly tell you things that I observe in the industry, which I call shortcomings. Yeah, shortcomings of some communication practitioners. These are the faults. When I mention these faults, it's not to highlight the faults, boys and girls, but to let you know these are faults, so that if you think it's relevant to you now, to improve on it. Yeah. For example, false self-image. False self-image. Yeah? These are faults. Yeah. PRO, PR man or PR person, they walk the town and look good. Yeah. They dress nasty, whatnot. Yeah. But sometimes when they fuck up in their jobs, in their projects or in their programs, yeah, they always deny. Yeah, the first thing they do is, they have an explanation why the disaster come up. They don't want to admit the fault. Just like I mentioned to you just now, the classic case of the leaflet. Yeah, if you go back and research the issue, you find even ministers making stupid remarks. Yeah, ministers say, I am not aware of this. Yeah. Of course, we don't expect the ministers to read all the leaflets. But what happened to the missionary? What happened to the corporate, the PRO, the publication officer, the one-out, the agencies, you know? You know what I mean? This is what I mean by false self-image or denial. The other one is not sensitive to others or intolerant. They are not sensitive to others. They don't care. Don't care. Don't care attitude. Yeah. Bad. Passing the buck. Blame the others. Yeah. Anything goes wrong, you always point fingers elsewhere. Yeah. You don't want to admit your own fault. Because of you see, this whole long list happens because they are not aware of the skills that's required by the profession or by the industry. Yeah. So that's why all this long list happens. Passing the buck, not meticulous, meticulous. Now, boys and girls, I want you to be in this habit. Yeah. You must be meticulous in anything that you do. Detail, everything is taken care of. Yeah. When you do your projects or your assignment, yeah, make sure you do a good job. Yeah, so that you score A. Now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, your job here to score A. Yes, I understand. Yeah. Actually, when I was studying, I didn't bother. As I explained to you, I didn't bother about getting A's. Yeah. But do you know not? When I start my work, I'm very concerned about getting A's. So it's different. Yeah. And I find it's the opposite about my friends. Those people who score A's, while studying, in their life they become CODs. What happened? So the need to score A, it should be a natural instinct throughout your life. There is wanting to get the best and being the best, judge the best. And the most important thing is that not during that short duration of 3 years or 5 years, when you do a first degree or master's, it's the balance of your life, that 55 years up to your 55 or 60. You must score A in your life. You agree with me? Very often we see the other way around. Yeah, I know a lot of people who got good results and whatnot, but when they come to life, they fail. They fail. Why they fail? Why they fail? Why must you fail? When you slog so hard, when you find it very tough to get a place in university, in a public university. Secondly, you find it tough to get through the program. And eventually you graduate, you're happy. Yeah? So my advice is to you, when you graduate, people, never throw your your caps or what in the air. Never throw it, because you are saying goodbye to it. No, that's not the end, that's the beginning. Yeah, you must treasure it. Yeah, so that in your life you carry on to get A. You know why I say so? Because especially in corporate life, I know government will do the same thing. There is now what we call appraisal system. Every year there's an appraisal. Our score system is very simple, 1 to 4 only. Just like your score system, yeah? 1 to 4. So you get anything less, it affects your bonus, it affects your promotion, it affects, you know? It's just like not getting A. But why when it comes to your working life, you are not bothered about getting A's? Irony, isn't it? Irony, isn't it? Stupid, isn't it? This is my favorite language, yeah? Stupid. Yeah? Because you study all about A. Some more, I see your transcript sometimes, I come across students, workers, staff, officers. I'm curious what is called in their university. Then I see A's. But kerja? F. Yeah? So, lacking responsibility is another reason. Poor media relations, yeah? Poor media relations. I told you just now, poor media relations. Poor communication skills, poor language skills. Yeah? Inferiority complex. Now, there is another big issue here. Inferiority complex, yeah? Now, boys and girls, you are in the university, you are grown up, yeah? Make use of your life in university, maximize it. This is a time for you to make mistakes, to say stupid things, crazy things, and whatnot, yeah? This is the time, yeah? So that when you go and start your working life, yeah, you know whether to score A or to score F, yeah? Because you have learned that in your university, yeah? So don't just score A here and score F in your working life, yeah? Yeah, weak management support, weak management support. This is what in the issue, yeah? I think those people who have been working, Yeah, you will be able to understand this issue or relate to this issue. Why your boss is not supporting you? Why your management is not supporting you? You know why? Because you are not good in your job. Yeah, you don't have rapport with your boss. You cannot convince your boss. And the list of skills that I mentioned to you just now, you are weak on all those things. And because of that, you don't get the recognition by your boss. If you don't get recognition by your boss, your life is, that's it. Mediocre. Yeah? C. Yeah? C. Mediocre C, okay? Poor leadership skills. Yeah? And low expectation. The reason is low expectation. You yourself have a low expectation. You don't expect to see something great, to do something great. Yeah? And this is a very interesting issue. Refusal to learn from mistakes or others' mistakes. Learn from your own mistake. Need denial, I mentioned to you just now. But you must also learn from others' mistake. Ni work smart. Orang lain kena marah. Just me, when I start working saja birthday, I am, like I said just now, busybody. Anything goes wrong saja, I find out, what happened? Why there's fraud? Why there's a robbery? Why? I always ask. Because I want to learn from others. So when I became a branch manager, that time I was a PR man. Yeah? When I became a branch manager, that's why I became a branch manager overnight. And I got promoted along the way as a branch manager, even though I'm not trained in branch banking or business. Because I know all the issues, I know all the concerns. Yeah? And when you are given the chance to be the man of responsibility, and because you have learned from people's mistakes, you make bloody sure you remember those mistakes and make bloody sure that you don't repeat the mistakes. Betul tak? Ini mistake depan mata, and then you cakap je, but next day you make bigger mistake. Betul tak? Ini irony in life, depan mata tak nampak. So that's why you need to talk and talk. My purpose here is to share with you my concern and talk about it among yourself. And from there we awaken ourselves. First we get excited, and when there's any activity, you must be excited. Like what I am seeing here today. Some of you give me that excitement look. Some of you are not paying attention. Some of you are busy with your SMS. That kind of thing, yeah? So, be careful, yeah? Be careful. Now you are a student, you can get away with murder. But the big part is when you start life, when you start your working life, especially in communication work, if you are not excited, simple concept. If you are not excited in any projects or any activity that you are about to organize, if you are not excited yourself, the question is how the hell can you excite others? Because your job is doing things for others. Yeah? Doing things for others. Macam buat leaflet, kita buat leaflet. You are not excited. Apa stick apa semua hantar. You are not excited. You are not excited that this job, even though simple because it goes to China or whatever. Your job now going to China, going to England, going to what? Even though you never had a chance to go to those countries. But your work goes there. So you must be excited. You must be excited that it must be perfect. Because it is your signature. It's your work that goes around. Even though you are not going to those places. You found that. You are thinking along the line. And the last thing here is poor research. Yeah, research. So people, you are now in this world of IT technology, internet work. So research should be very easy and very fast for you. You ada handphone ke, ada pad or tab, you can just tap in and you can get the information that you want. Not only the information that you want, be in communication, you must be excited. Go around and browse other things. Yeah. For example, you are asked to launch a product. Go and check on the YouTube what are the products and how they launch. If you are working for a car company or scooter company or motorbike company, there are many YouTubes there. Yeah, you get ideas. If you are asked to organize a concert, for example, yeah, you do your research. Yeah, you collect all those things. And during the meeting, with your presentation skills, just now Visha mentioned, you are able to excite people. Now that I mentioned to you how to excite, you must be excited, people. Kalau muka you macam gini, macam bontot kuali, somehow you go back and tell yourself, you must do it. You must tell yourself. Okay? Okay, Puan Rosha, Dr. Rosha, Miss Yeling, I have actually my notes. what I have covered to you is just one page out of 5 pages. Yeah, I know time is up. Yeah, and I'm sure you have other things to do other than this market.